Hi, welcome to a video that's going to demonstrate tracking on the NRDS Āina app. So tracking is essentially where you can create a line or a polygon, which is area, based on where you walk. Now, the main thing when you're going to do tracking on this app is that you have your settings set to location permissions to always. And so this is pretty key. So if the app goes to sleep, it's still working and tracking where you go. Now, there's also a few settings for the track, and you don't necessarily need to change these, but just to make you aware, there's a geolocation tracking settings, update interval, which means it'll record a position every 2 seconds, a distance interval, which means it would record a point or record the location on the track every however many meters that you set that to. And if you set the distance interval to 0, or if you set it to any number, it'll override the time interval. The accuracy is essentially narrows down the circle of accuracy to which the app will take a location. So if you set it really high, it will basically take a location no matter what. If you set it really low, it would not record a location. So for example, if I change that to 1 meter, the accuracy of my GPS is going to need to be below 1 meter in order to record a location. And the stop timeout is essentially a battery saving mechanism to where the app will stop recording a track after 15 minutes. So now let's go do our track. So I click this bottom button on the right, and I select track and click start, and you can see my current location, and I'm going to start walking. So as I walk, you'll see it's drawing a line as I walk. So let's say, for example, I can pause my track and I can keep walking, and you'll see that there's nothing there because it's not recording. I can click resume, and it'll connect to where I was before, and it'll keep going. I can also map straight lines. So let's say I'm mapping a fence line, and I just want to go from corner to corner. I can pause, then I can walk to my fence line, and I can click this point button on the top right and click add to track, and it'll create a straight line to my current location. Now when I want to stop and save, I click stop and save, and I can save as a point, a line, a road section, or a fence. So road section and fence, those are both types of lines. I'm going to save it as a line, and you can see that it has a distance. Now if I wanted to do a polygon, I wanted to record an area, I can track and I can start walking. So let's say I'm mapping a field or walking around a building, and I want to get the area of that building. So I can go and I can walk, and I'm going to walk a little bit around this over here. And when I stop and save, I'm going to click polygon, and you'll see what happens is it connects the start and the end of my polygon, and it has an area. So that's the basics of tracking on the NRDS Āina app. In addition to tracking, you could also draw a line or a polygon. So I can click trace, and I can draw a line or a polygon. And I can also draw by tapping. So I can trace with my finger. I could draw by tapping as well. So those are the basics of tracking and drawing on the NRDS Āina mobile app. Thank you for watching.